Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Smishek's Custom Baits. Rick Smishek here. I shot this video yesterday, this one and next week's, and forgot to turn on the microphone. So when I went to do the editing, guess what? There's no sound. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Oh yeah, right. So here we are again. Today I'm going to make a color that I call candy apple. And next week's video, just so you know, will be a color that was originally it was a mistake, but it won a bass tournament in Indiana. So I'll show you how we do that next week. um, I haven't caught crap on it yet, but one guy absolutely loved it. Okay, he always had that color tight on, but we'll show you that next week, like I said. But so today, well, how did I come up with the name Candy Apple? Well, we were at the grocery store one day, and I saw the caramel and candy apples, and I thought, I could make something that looked like that resembled, or at least had the same components that a candy apple does. Candy apples are generally made with Granny Smith apples, so they're green on the outside, and then they have that red candy coating on the outside as well, that they put on over the outside. So so let's get started. Let me show you how that's done. All right, so first thing we're going to do, give the color a quick shake again. Spring green from Lureworks. Okay, we're going to put 20 drops of this in. Okay, and because by itself, this colorant is a little too dark for a Granny Smith apple, I'm going to add 2 drops of white from Lureworks, okay, to lighten that up. All right, here we go. Let's go and stir this up. And that might not be the most accurate representation of a color of a Granny Smith apple. I think it's close enough, right? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a scoop of this highlight, this red highlight. Spread that around again. Try to avoid too many chunks. Well, okay, that's probably as good as that was going to get. All right, let's set this aside. Put the lid back on. Set it aside. And wipe off the spoon. Get it nice and clean. Because we don't want that highlight powder in the glitter, in the jar of glitter that we're about to use. I don't know how well you can see that highlight, that red highlight that's on. I can see it on top of the plastic. I can see it through the viewfinder too, so hopefully you guys can see that as well. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera there. All right, there you go. Just bump that a little bit. Okay, now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this 062 glitter in there. And yes, this stuff is going to curl. It is not going to stay in this hex form that we'll see it here. All it takes is one reheat, and it'll curl. Sometimes it curls sitting on top before you even mix it in. But you know what? I don't think that the fish care. I care kind of because I prefer it. See, look, it's already starting to curl. I mean, because I think it looks better if it's not curled. But you know what? The fish probably don't care at all. And there we go. How's that? go ahead and inject the molds. The molds I'm going to do today are all the 3 swim bait molds. I have the one from now it's Lure Parts Online, 6 cavity mold that's similar to the Kitech knockoff. So this is a knockoff of a knockoff. How do you like that, huh? The 4-inch Bloodline swim bait mold from Angling AI, and then I think it's a 4-inch. You know what? Let's double check that. I don't want to. But I don't have any made. I don't have any made right now. So, but anyway, when they come out, I think they're 4-inch from Enforcer bait mold. If you hear a beeping noise that comes on, I'll have to turn that off. It's the alarm for my diabetes for this thing here. I'm just a little bit low, not too terrible, and I just had some juice. So it'll take a few minutes for that to take effect. But if it comes on, don't worry, you know what it is now. All right, so I'm going to shoot the Lure Parts Online mold and the Angling AI mold first. And I added some remelt to the cup, heated it up, because there's not quite enough to do this all in one go for the 3rd mold here. So we'll go ahead and shoot the other one first, shoot the other 2 first. Here's the first one. We just have to hold the pressure for just a minute to make sure that the feet fill out. Go ahead and pull that off. It's kind of in the way. Okay, here we go. This is the Angling AI mold. And every once in a while on the feet on this one, I get an air bubble in the feet every once in a while. But usually if we hold enough pressure and the plastic's warm enough, it's not a problem. But we'll see. Okay. Top a couple of these off here. All right, there we go. And see, that's all that's left in this one. So let's go ahead and fill the smaller injector. We'll go ahead and finish these. Finish shooting this last mold here. And again, we hold the pressure just a little bit there to make sure that foot fills out. There we go. All right. We'll give this a minute or two to cool off, and then we'll open up the molds for you. Okay, let's go ahead and open these up. I was waiting for these to cool. That alarm went off a couple times. So, but hopefully things are starting to come back to where they should be on the blood sugar. Takes just a couple minutes. Usually after you have some sugar, add some to your system there, as it were. Okay. See, there's the first ones. Candy apple, and Bob's your uncle. That's the first one. I have not yet fished with that bait in any color. I may need to, because the guy that makes those, he makes lures based on what he would like to fish with. He goes out and he tests them. He makes sure they have the action that he wants. Okay, all of the, oops, here we go. All of the, oh, we did get a little bit of an air bubble in this one, I think. Yeah, a little bit, but it's okay. Maybe I should try shooting that a little bit harder. Oops, move that up a little so you guys see it. These are for the hook slots. Okay, going to pull these the rest of the way out. Pop off the sprues. And here we go. And I'm going to ask it. Angling AI has their own Facebook group. Okay, And this bait, this particular bait, I fished with it, but I have a really hard time with it not barrel rolling through the water like this. So I'm going to ask in their Facebook group for suggestions on how to rig it better, because it's probably just in how I'm rigging it that's making it do that. So, because I haven't heard of anybody else that happened with anybody else, I might need a weighted hook. So, but we'll see. I'll ask them. We'll see, so that way I can fish that bait properly. And I just dropped one of those hook slots. Okay, here we go. All right, now here's the other one from Lurecraft, aka Lure Parts Online. And there we go. There's your candy apple in this swim bait. Be careful pulling the feet out. Don't just rip the baits out of the mold, because you will tear the foot off. Don't ask me how I know that. Okay, here you go. All right, that's it for today's video. I hope you like what you saw. And if you have any comments or suggestions, especially on how to rig these swim baits, let me know. I'd appreciate any tips and tricks you guys have. And if you liked what you saw today, hit the like button, please. That helps other people get to see the videos. It helps with YouTube showing them as far as in the suggested videos. And if you haven't, could you subscribe, please? That's the other big goal, I guess, is subscribers and watch time. This morning, I think I saw 714 subscribers and 1,251 hours watched. Okay, or 1,256, I think it was this morning. Thank you, everybody who's watched, everybody who's subscribed. Thank you very much. We can't keep doing this without you guys. You know, if nobody was ever watching, I wouldn't keep making the videos. You know, at some point, you know, even I would give up. But and then sharing the videos helps. Helps bring other people into into the channel to see it, and then they become potential subscribers. But until next time, folks, tight lines, calm waters, and God bless.